Good morning, students. I hope you all are well and safe at your home. So this video is for the students of class 9th, subject science, chapter number 3, that is atoms and molecules. It's your lecture number 4. So topics to be discussed in today's lecture are: what do you understand by molecular mass? And what do you understand by formula unit mass? And how to calculate molecular mass and formula unit mass? But students, before starting a new topic today, I would like to discuss some of the examples of chemical formula, the topic which we took yesterday. So first example is sodium nitrate. Okay. Now what is the formula of sodium? It is Na positive. And what is the formula of nitrate? It is NO3 negative. So write down the symbol. Na for sodium, NO3 for nitrate. Now write down the valency. What is the valency of sodium? It is 1. And what is the valency of nitrate? It is also 1. Now cross multiply. So what you will get? You will get NaNO3. That is sodium nitrate. Clear? Now moving on to a next example, that is ammonium sulfate. What is the formula of ammonium? It is NH4 positive. And what is the formula of sulfate? It is SO4 di negative. Okay, now ammonium. Symbol is NH4. Valency is 1. Then sulfate, symbol is SO4. Valency is 2. Now just cross multiply. So what you will get? You will get NH4 2SO4. Students, do not forget here to put a bracket. Okay? Because both of these are polyatomic ions. So it is necessary to put a bracket. So this is the formula of ammonium sulfate. Now I hope you are clear how to write a chemical formula. You just need to learn the table. After that, you can write down easily. Now, let's start with a new topic, that is molecular mass. So, what do you mean by molecular mass? Molecular mass is basically the sum of atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of the substance. Okay, it is the sum of atomic masses. Suppose I take a compound or a molecule H2O. So, atomic mass of hydrogen plus atomic mass of oxygen. That will give molecular mass. Okay, now this molecular mass, it is expressed in atomic mass unit. What is the unit? That is U. So whatever the answer you get, suppose it is 16. So answer is 16U. Okay. That U represents the unit of molecular mass. Now let us try with some of the examples. First example is calculate the molecular mass of water. That is H2O. So how to calculate? You should know what is the atomic mass of hydrogen and what is the atomic mass of oxygen. The atomic mass of hydrogen is 1U. And atomic mass of oxygen is 16U. So, what is the molecular mass of water? It will be twice of hydrogen, because there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, and 1 of oxygen. So I have written twice of hydrogen plus 1 of oxygen. So that will give molecular mass of water. Now just substitute the values. What is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1. So twice into 1 plus 1 into atomic mass of oxygen, that is 16. So that is 16. Now 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 into 16, 16. So 2 plus 16, that will be 18 U. So this is the molecular mass of water. Do not forget to write the unit U. Okay. Now let us take another example. Another example is HNO3. Okay. So what is the molecular mass of HNO3? First of all, you should know the atomic mass of hydrogen, atomic mass of nitrogen, and atomic mass of oxygen. After that, you can calculate easily the molecular mass of HNO3. So what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1 U. Next is atomic mass of nitrogen, that is 14 U. And what is the atomic mass of oxygen? It is 16 U. So just substitute the values. The molecular mass of HNO3, it will be what? There are how many hydrogen atoms? Only 1. So 1 of hydrogen plus. How many atoms of nitrogen? Only 1. So 1 of nitrogen plus. How many atoms of oxygen? There are 3 atoms of oxygen. So thrice of oxygen. Now hydrogen, it is 1. So 1 into 1 plus 1 into what is of nitrogen atomic mass? That is 14. So 1 into 14 plus 3 into oxygen. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? That is 16 U. So 3 into 16. So just solve it. You will get your answer, that is 63 U. That is the atomic mass of HNO3. Okay. Let us take one more example. Calculate the molecular mass of Na2O3. Okay. And you are given the atomic mass of Na, that is sodium. Okay. You have been given the atomic mass of sodium in the question. So how to calculate the molecular mass? Atomic mass of sodium is given 23 U. Then atomic mass of oxygen, you know, that is 16 U. So what is the molecular mass of NO2O3? That will be twice of sodium plus thrice of oxygen. Why? Because there are 2 atoms of sodium and 3 atoms of oxygen. Okay. So twice of sodium plus thrice of oxygen. So what is the atomic mass of sodium? It is 23 U. So 2 into 23 plus thrice into oxygen. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? It is 16 U. So thrice into 16. Just solve it. It will be 46 plus 48. That will give 94 U. That is the molecular mass of Na2O3. Any doubt? I hope you are clear with this molecular mass concept. Just let me tell you one thing. I have already provided you the atomic masses of various elements. So I am just recapitulating some of the atomic masses of elements like hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine and calcium. So what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1 U. What is the atomic mass of carbon? It is 12 U. Atomic mass of nitrogen, 14 U. Atomic mass of oxygen, 16 U. Atomic mass of chlorine, 35.5 U. And atomic mass of calcium, that is 40 U. So these are the general elements whose atomic masses you should know. Only after that you can attempt the questions. And for the other elements, the atomic masses will be provided you in the question itself. Okay. So now I hope the molecular mass concept is clear now. Now moving ahead to our next topic. Your next topic is formula unit mass. So what is formula unit mass? It is the sum of atomic masses of all the atoms in a formula unit of a compound. Okay. It is actually similar to molecular mass. What is the difference? The difference is just the word formula unit. So what is the formula unit? The word formula unit is used for those substances whose constituent particles are ions. Okay. It is used for those substances whose constituent particles are ions. Just this difference is there between the formula unit mass and molecular mass. Otherwise, the calculation part is similar to molecular mass. The same method is followed here also. Okay. Now let us understand with the help of some of the examples. First example is calculate formula unit mass of CaCl2. The method is similar. What is the formula unit mass of CaCl2? It will be atomic mass of calcium. There is only one atom. So 1 into atomic mass of calcium plus how many atoms of chlorine? 2. So 2 into atomic mass of chlorine. Simple. The same method that we adopted earlier in molecular mass. So what is atomic mass of calcium? That is 40. And what is atomic mass of chlorine? It is 35.5. So 40 plus 2 into 35.5. So just solve it. 40 plus 71, that is 111U. 111U. That is the formula unit mass of CaCl2, that is calcium chloride. Okay, it is same method as we followed right now in molecular mass. Let us take more example. Second example is calculate the formula unit mass of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. Okay, so atomic mass of sodium into 1 because there is only one sodium atom, and atomic mass of chlorine into 1 because there is only one chlorine atom. So atomic mass of sodium plus atomic mass of chlorine. So what is atomic mass of sodium? It is 23U. And what is atomic mass of chlorine? It is 35.5U. So just add these, you will get your answer. That is 58.5U. That is the formula unit mass of NaCl. This NaCl, it contains two ions basically, that is Na positive and Cl negative. Okay, these are ions. Okay, suppose I take HCl. So it also contains two ions, H positive and Cl negative. So these are also ions. So that's why here the formula unit is written, because formula unit is used to calculate for ions. So these are ions. They carry some charge, either positive or negative. If it is carrying a positive charge, it is called cation. And if it is carrying a negative charge, it is called anion. Clear? So that's it for today's lecture. Today we discussed some of the chemical formula examples, then molecular mass and few examples. After that we discussed formula unit mass with the help of few examples. So what is your homework, students? You will have to solve question number 1 and question number 2 given on page number 40. These are actually in-text questions. And along with this, you will also solve the examples given on page number 38 and 39, which are related to molecular mass, formula unit mass. Okay. And lastly, you will solve question number 6 of exercise question. Means the questions which are given at the end of the chapter. Chapter number 3. So this is your homework for today's. Now I will be discussing the homework solutions of previous lecture. That is lecture number 3. Your first question was, write down the formula of sodium oxide. Now what is the formula of sodium? It is Na positive. And what is the formula of oxide? It is O2 negative. So just write down the formula. Sodium symbol is Na, valency is 1. Then oxide symbol is O, valency is 2. So just cross multiply. Na 2, then O and 1. If you do not write 1 in the same thing. It does not matter. Na2O. Now next question. Next was aluminium chloride. What is the formula of aluminium? It is Al3 positive. And what is the formula of chloride? It is Cl negative. So aluminium Al, that is the symbol. Valency is 3. Now write of chloride. Chloride symbol is Cl, capital C and small l. Okay, we always write the second word as small. And what is the valency? It is 1. So just cross multiply. AlCl3. Third part is sodium sulfite. Sodium, what is the formula? It is Na positive. And what is the formula of sulfide? It is S2 negative. So Na, that is the symbol. Valency is 1. Now coming to sulfide, symbol is S. Valency is 2. So cross multiply. Na2S. Clear? Fourth part was magnesium hydroxide. So what is the symbol of magnesium? It is Mg2 positive. And what is the symbol of hydroxide? It is OH negative. Capital O, capital H negative. That is a polyatomic ion. Okay, there are 2 atoms. So Mg, that is a symbol. Valency is 2. Now coming to hydroxide, symbol is OH. Valency is 1. So just cross multiply. Mg OH, because it is a polyatomic ion, so we need to write the bracket. This is a polyatomic ion, so we need to write bracket, then 2. MgOH2. Question number 2 was, write down the names of the compounds represented by the following formula. Earlier you were writing the formula. Now the formula is given, you will write down the name of that formula. First is Al2SO43. So beta, how you need to do? Just cross multiply. This 2, it belongs to this, and 3 belongs to Al, that is aluminium. Because whenever we write formula, suppose it is A, B, 1, 2. So we cross multiply, your answer is A to B. Okay, so this 2, it belongs to A. Sorry, this 2 belongs to B. Okay, and this 1 belongs to A. So here similarly, this 2 belongs to here and 3 belongs to this. So what is Al3 positive? That is aluminium. And what is SO4 di negative? It is sulfate. Always the cations are written first, means the positive part is written first. After that the negative part is written. Okay, next is calcium, Ca and Cl2. So Ca, the valency is 2. In chlorine, nothing is there, it means valency is 1. So Ca2, what is this? That is calcium. That is Ca2 positive. Okay, next is Cl1. that is chloride ion. So calcium chloride. Okay, next is K2SO4. So 2 belongs to this, and this SO4, it is a polyatomic ion actually. So here only 1 is there. So 1 belongs to this. So K positive, it is potassium. And SO4 di-negative, it is sulfate, potassium sulfate. Okay, next again KNO3. Here it is 1. This is a polyatomic ion, it is also 1. So K1, NO3, that is also 1. So K positive, NO3 negative. K positive is again potassium, and NO3 negative is nitrate ion, that is potassium nitrate. Okay, next is CaCO3. Again, Ca, what is the formula? Calcium. And CO3, that is carbonate, calcium carbonate. How it came? See, calcium carbonate, Ca, calcium, valency is 2. Carbonate, what is the formula of carbonate? CO3 di-negative. So this 2 is the valency. So cross multiply, you will get Ca2, CO3, 2. So this 2 with 2 will get cancelled. So it's CaCO3. This is what CaCO3. 2 is cancel. So it is calcium carbonate. Okay. Now your next question is, how many atoms are present in H2S molecule and PO4 tri-negative ion? You just calculate how many atoms of hydrogen? 2. And how many atoms of sulfur? It is 1 only. So 2 plus 1, 3. So total 3 atoms are present in H2S. Next is PO4 tri-negative. Beta, this 3 is valency. Do not count this. Sorry, it is charge. Okay, we do not count this as atom. This is the charge. How many atoms? Phosphorus, how many atoms? Only 1. And oxygen, how many atoms? Only 4. So 1 plus 4, that is 5. 1 of phosphorus and 4 of oxygen. This is the only charge. Do not count it. Okay. Now we will discuss the NCERT questions. Question number 3 was, what are polyatomic ions? So polyatomic ions are the group of atoms carrying a net charge. Okay. Example, you can write any example. PO4 tri-negative, that is phosphate ion. OH negative, hydroxide ion. SO4 di-negative, sulfate ion. SO3 di-negative, CO3 di-negative. Okay. These are the various examples of polyatomic ion. You can write any one. Clear? Now coming to question number 4. Write down the formulas of the given compounds. First is magnesium chloride. Okay. Magnesium, it is Mg2 positive. So Mg is a symbol, 2 is the valency. And chloride, it is Cl negative. So chlorine is a symbol, valency is 1. So cross multiply, MgCl2. Okay. B part was calcium oxide. Calcium, what is the formula? Ca2 positive. So Ca is a symbol, valency is also 2. Oxide, what is the formula of oxide? O2 negative. Okay, so symbol is O, valency is 2. So cross multiply, you will get Ca2O2. So 2 cancel with 2, you will get CaO. Okay, now C part, copper nitrate. Copper is Cu2 positive. Okay, so Cu is a symbol, valency is 2. Nitrate, the formula of nitrate is NO3 negative. So NO3 is the symbol. What is the valency? 1. So just cross multiply. Cu, NO3. See, NO3 is a polyatomic ion. That's why I have enclosed in a bracket. This is a polyatomic ion. So bracket is required. So after that, 2. Okay. Now D part was aluminium chloride. Aluminium is Al3 positive. So Al valency 3. Chloride is Cl negative. So Cl valency 1 cross multiply. Al Cl3. Okay. Last part was calcium carbonate. What is calcium? It is Ca2 positive. So Ca is the symbol, 2 is the valency. Carbonate is Ca3 di-negative. So CO3 is the symbol, valency is 2. So cross multiply, you will get Ca2, CO3, 2. 2 cancel with 2, CaCO3. So this was the answer of question number 4. Now coming to the 5th question. Give the names of the elements present in the following compounds. A is quicklime. The formula of quicklime is CaO. That is calcium and oxygen. So what are the elements present? Calcium and oxygen. Okay. Next is hydrogen bromide. Hydrogen is H, bromide is Br. So this is the formula. So what are the elements present? It is hydrogen and bromine. Hydrogen and bromine. Bromide is actually iron. When it combines, it becomes iron. Next is baking powder. What is the formula of baking powder? It is NaHCO3. So what are the elements present? Sodium, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen. Okay. And the last is potassium sulfate. The formula of potassium sulfate is K2SO4. You can derive this also formula. Potassium, it is K, symbol is K, valence is 1. Sulfate, sulfate is SO4 di-negative. So SO4 is the symbol, 2 is the valency. So just cross multiply. You will get K2SO4. Okay, so this is the formula of potassium sulfate. So what are the elements present? Potassium, K stands for potassium, sulfur, oxygen. Clear? So these were the answers. I hope you are well clear with all these. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.